Greetings and welcome back to Cardano Coin, where you can find the most latest and fascinating ADA news. You can enter to win 1000 ADA by watching the entire video, upvoting, subscribing, and leaving a comment that says Cardano is king. The winners will be chosen the following month and announced on the channel's community page. She joined a panel of fintech professionals in a meeting and asked them for their price forecast for the native Cardano cryptocurrency, ADA. The experts were also asked to forecast the asset's short, mid, and long-term prospects. However, did they indicate that Cardano will reach $10 this year? To discover out, we'll be sure to watch this video all the way through. One of the most significant improvements to the Cardano blockchain in 2022 occurred on February 14th, which caught the attention of the fintech expert. The goal of this update was to break through Cardano's power and decentralization barriers. A software development team charged with the task of offering blockchain solutions declared that the Cardano codebase is operational in order to improve DAP performance input-output globally. Each Plutus group might utilize Cardano, which has 12% greater computing power. Some observers were unconvinced by the Cardinal's dramatic month-to-month drop at the time, while others were. A panel discussion was organized by All-in-One Crypto Board Finder to gauge the opinion of the professional community regarding Cardano. This board's members were adamant that ADA was prepared for the 58x rally. It was interesting to note that in July 2021, these experts had lowered their expectations for Cardano's success by 50%. They anticipated a 28x rally and an additional 8 years. But what if their opinions and optimism were at its highest right now, given the vessel hard fork? Or perhaps not. Finder Quiz recently asked a group of fintech professionals about the future of the Cardano, and their answers created a picture of despair and panic for short-term investors. ADA won't surpass this record high, according to the panelists, until after 2025. The average respondent predicted that ADA will conclude the year at less than $1, making the short-term predictions for Cardano anything but hopeful. Charles Silva, the CEO of Permission.io, revealed his basic prediction for 2022 at 20 cents based on his conviction that Cardano has no use cases. By asserting that ADA is not an asset worth holding, Alex Niergadowski pushed things a step further and predicted a price below $1. In spite of Matt Lobel's level of optimism for the asset, Martin Fowler and Morpher made a similar prediction that the asset might rise to $1.50. According to Ramani Ramachandran, co-founder of Routing Protocols, ADA will either create the most decentralized blockchain in the world or nothing at all. When we performed the same survey in January, over 60% of participants thought Cardano would cost more than $2 by year's end. However, this option was restricted by the crypto winter, which caused asset prices to drop to new lows, and the slow rate at which Cardano is developing. It also lessens the enthusiasm of investors. The respondents think that the deployment of Ethereum 2.0 could harm Cardano. Ethereum's transition to proof of stake has been designed to make it more scalable and affordable, while Cardano may continue to take a back seat. All signs point to a reduction in the significance of the next vessel hard fork. Cardano is gradually moving toward the vessel hard fork, a massive upgrade designed to boost the network's efficiency. Normally, a hard fork is always followed by an increase in asset price, but the Finder's panelists were unable to agree on a solution. 20% the experts predict that the improvement will increase prices over time by 18%. Over 50% of respondents agreed that the modifications would increase the network's functions, but nearly 1 in 5 continue to believe that they will have a negative impact on the asset's utility. The network may benefit from the upgrading as additional project developers can easily build on the Cardano network in the future. Ben Ricci, managing director of Digital Capital Management, observed that despite the different projections, the long-term outlook appears bullish, with many respondents anticipating that the asset will reach $10 by 2030. However, the panelists predict that Cardano will end this year at 63 cents per unit. Not all of the participants, however, shared this optimism. The founder and chairman of CoinFlip, Daniel Pulaski, believes that the value of ADA will be lower than the 63-cent forecast, and Philosophy anticipates Cardano to be worth 37 cents by the end of 2022. He voiced his thoughts in a report titled "Cardano is price and hoopla are way too high given his relatively low total value locked compared to his competitors." He is one of the 48% of panelists that think that the moment is right to sell ADA. According to Philosophy, the project was started in 2015 and published in 2017. But that early mover advantage is lost to rivals who have hired developers and built at a quicker pace, he continued. A distinguished lecturer at the University of Brighton named Paul Levy made a more upbeat forecast for the price of ADA's future value. Levy thinks that Cardano, a native currency of a proof-of-stake blockchain with some solid inventor foundations, can conclude the year at about 50 cents. He added that Cardano has a lot of potential to rival and even surpass Ethereum, and that, for the time being, proof-of-stake systems will be the future of cryptocurrencies. "I forgot to estimate the time when Cardano will reach $10. However, the long term is eagerly awaited. It is risky, however, to minimize the advantages that the impending fork will offer." The director of open source development at the Cardano Foundation stated that the node ledger network and consensus appear to be solid so far as the vessel hard fork approaches. However, the issue is that crypto analysts believe that the price of Cardano could crash to support at a 31-cent level. Twitter traders are making predictions about another Cardano delay. The technical director of Cardano's open source development may be affected by the upcoming hard fork. Foundation reassure the neighborhood that the project is on track and mention that, given the problems, ships might not be ready for the main net by the end of July, adding another 2 to 4 weeks to the delay. I believe a Twitter user by the name of Swing stated in a well-written post that the majority of the flaws here are with the Cardano clip, which is only the command line tool in the Haskell high-level interface. The ledger network itself, or the node, appears to be fairly robust thus far. IOHK recently declared that the team's most ambitious program is the vessel upgrade. The vessel upgrade is the largest project we have attempted, and the entire neighborhood is involved. Our main priority is making sure we manage this upgrading in a secure and safe manner. Numerous ecosystem projects must work closely together on the upgrading, and IOHK is collaborating with the D Quadrant and Indigo protocol. The Cardano blockchain is home to over 1,000 dApps that are currently being upgraded due to the expansion of the altcoin. The Cardano network has also seen a rise in the number of platform-seeking developers. The Cardano network's development activity accelerated, garnering more GitHub comments than any of its rivals. But why do analysts continue to be skeptical of its potential? Hoskinson talked about the work being done in the background as the Cardano network moves closer to the vassal upgrade. The DAP ecosystem has been expanded and adoption improvements have been prioritized in 2022. According to Hoskinson, he discussed current network changes, notably the Alonzo hard fork. Results have already become apparent and will do so with Vassal. The effort we put in is evident. With over 1,000 projects presently using Cardano, our NFT ecosystem is thriving and deepening quickly. It is never easy to pinpoint one turning point, but the initial hard fork is quite important. According to Charles Hoskinson, the network will succeed if it offers people practical benefits and use cases. Despite the complaints regarding delays from some users, this is consistent with having a clear roadmap. In order to fulfill Cardano's long-term potential and execute on its capacity, we have always followed a set, stage-by-stage roadmap. There seems to be a misunderstanding of how the latest upgrades work. Because online trolls are engrossed in spreading lies all the time. They don't care to check that what they're saying is accurate. One of these trolls claimed that he was unaware of the latest Cardano update and that it was untrue. A troll claims that the impending Vassal upgrade will not work with any depths running the Plutus version. Hoskinson addressed this assertion as well. We created the HFC and Plutus versioning specifically to prevent this from happening. Although it's amazing to observe the inanity and foolishness of Twitter trolls, this is life after the HFC event. all agreements will remain in force. He asserted that it is clear from this statement that Charles Hoskinson was upset about the unsubstantiated rumors spreading on social media. Giving up on Cardano now could be risky, and it's hard to say when it will reach $10. However, it is well known that Cardano will soar in the long run. But as usual, what do you think of this? Comment below with your thoughts and let us know. Additionally, as always, don't forget to hit the subscribe and bell buttons.